Yes, lads, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, we are taking a look at a brand new one, the 4-2-1-3. Let's get into it. So diving in with the defensive style, we did leave this on balance because it's such a brand new formation. We didn't want to overcomplicate this too much. We just left it pretty basic for now until we've got better players and better feel for the game. And we'll start doing some crazy things with it. But for now, balanced, greater pressing. It's kind of like an aggressive 4-2-3-1, which is nice. Suits my play style down to the ground. Width, we play 40. Depth, we leave on 50. It's perfect. Keeps it tight defensively, and then your depth, you're not getting exposed too much where they're pacing behind. And it's a good base point to see whether we want to increase it long term, or maybe even decrease it depending on what the meta turns out to be. But 50 for the most part. Remember, play whatever depth you feel comfortable with. That is key for this. Build-up play is balance. Chance creation is direct passing. It's looking like another one of those years. The game doesn't feel awfully different. It's not too many changes in terms of the way the players feel. Obviously, we've gone from using 99 rated players to 80 rated players. So the feel of the players is a bit heavier. But the way the game feels and the meta seems very similar to last year. So balance and direct passing for now. We are testing out forward runs, but for now, that direct passing is the way to go. Offensive width, we play 45. Just keeps those cams or wingers. I keep on thinking it's the 4-2-3-1. The cams nice and tight in the midfield. It's really nice. And the way we have it set up is that they're going to come short and look for those passing options. Players in the box, we whack up to 6. We want that centre mid and the wingers getting involved as much as possible. Corners 1. Free kicks 1, just to limit how often we get hit on those counter-attacks. So diving in with the player instructions, but before we do, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Appreciate all the love we've received so far. It has been crazy. But as you can see, the 4-2-1-3, it's a nightmare to say. The way it says that, it's kind of a mixture between the 4-3-3-4 and the 4-2-3-1. So you've got these centre mids, you've got the CDMs, you've got the cam, and then you've got the wingers, so it's like a hybrid of those, which is perfect for my playstyle, perfect for a lot of your guys' playstyle by the sounds of it. So the striker, we got stay central, get in behind to stay forward. That is all. Don't really need to change much on that, just the standard setup for a lone striker. The wingers, we've got come back on defense, so they do support with the defensive play. Come short, so they're showing for passing options. Very important, I find, just because the amount of times that the midfield get isolated when you don't have this on is crazy. So it's nice to have that on and them showing for a pass, and then get into the box for a cross. So then they're supporting Ferran Torres. He's not totally isolated. So these guys chip in with the goals. You want out and out forwards in these positions. The cam, you want a creator. Obviously, I have him on comeback on defense. Get into the box for crosses. He's just going to help out with the midfield. We're flooding this midfield. We have 5 bods in the midfield when we're defending. It's really nice. Really nice, and it's really difficult for people to break you down. So come back on defense, and then when we're attacking, get into the box for crosses. He does pop up a lot. He's a cam. He'll turn up on the 18 a lot of the time. So having someone maybe a bit better shooting than Pedri, like an Nkunku, a Musiala, that example is always a thing. I'm thinking about putting João Felix in there. But yeah, you want someone to be a bit of an all-rounder in there, mainly a creator. The CDMs, I have an out-and-out CDM, Rolfo, stay back while attacking, cover centre, fairly standard. It's just going to be there, defending, cutting out those plays. You obviously want high pace, high defensive stats, high physical, and Rolfo's perfect, Hollet Gang midfielder. And then I've got someone a bit more technical, Frankie. Not as good defending, but can defend. But he is very good with starting our attack. So he's on stay back while attacking, cover centre, and deep lying playmaker. I'm using this deep lying playmaker a lot. And what it does is when you turn over the ball, he, instead of bombing forward and leaving you no one to pass to, he actually comes deeper for you. So you're going to have that passing option. You're going to find him in defeat, and it's going to open the midfield up for you. And it's going to open a lot of passing options up for you. Not just that, when you give it to like the winger as well, he's going to be dropping in behind the wingers as well to give you a passing option backwards. Highly recommend you lob this on. The only thing that I am considering is having both on deep lying playmaker, but for now, just the one. Both fall back, stay back while attacking an overlap. We're not overcommitting. We've got the 4 forwards up top. We've got Frankie who gets involved quite a bit. We don't need the fullbacks going forward unless we're losing. Then we do up and left on the D-pad, and that's going to send them forward. And you're going to have 6 spots in attack, which is amazing. Goalkeeper comes for crosses, and sweeper keeper helps now and again. Not the be-all and end-all if you don't put it on. As you saw, I didn't have it on initially then for the testing, but it is nice to put on now and again. It will help you out. Goalkeepers seem okay. I think it's just while we're getting used to the finishing mechanics. And then finally, centre backs, touch them. I will find you. You know I will. You know I will. I've said it on every video for about 100 videos now, but I will find you. I will. And that is the 4-2-1-3. It's going to get easier to say as we use it more. But a super, super versatile formation. I've loved using it so far. Hopefully it turns out to be one of the top meta ones this year. But let's dive straight into some gameplay. Jeez. Yes, lads, welcome back to the gameplay side. We are going to be testing out the 4-2-1-3. Going to be weird saying that formation. Hopefully we can get some really strong plays going in this video. But all in all, this formation is something that I've enjoyed so far quite a bit. It's kind of like an aggressive 4-2-3-1. It's the best way to describe it, actually. But I'm starting to get to grips with the way this game plays. Having that deep line playmaker, honestly, I'm loving it at the minute. Just for the passing options. I'm thinking about either replacing Pedri with Felix. I'd love to have done like an evolutions. Oh, he's one of these. First time over the top through balls. I don't know how effective they are. I've not really done them so far, but then we probably need to test out. Oh, that's a great play. Oh, finishing at the minute. Oh my god, I can't score. I don't know what's going on. Is it just me that's having finishing issues? I'm getting loads of chances, but just not putting any of them in. The fundamentals are good, you know. I'm not struggling with the gameplay at all. It's just a little bit of finishing, which is fine. We can live with that for now. We've gone by it. When I hit greens, though, I think that's what I've been doing a lot of, is just smashing the greens, and I'm scoring a lot more often than not. But when they're not green, I think it's maybe because the finishing stats on a lot of my plays are a little bit lower. But when I'm doing that like Varane or Rafinha, I am getting that that play. Why do I just change that all the way up to there? I don't know. But this formation, it's difficult to even say 4-2-1-3. It just feels so weird and unnatural to say. Awesome in attack, and I quite like having the CDMs. But then you've got obviously Frankie who comes deep. I was tempted to put both, which is something I may try out. It's having both the go on, great recovery. That's a free kick. Having both the CDMs on deep line playmaker, but we're going to send Cancelo down the line here and see if he follows it in. Oh, it's in. That's a rebound goal. Oh, it's offside. But in terms of like the full meta, I'm not too sure at this point in time. I'm going to continue to use it. Obviously, I've only been using it for a few days. I'm really enjoying it, but to understand whether it's full meta, I'm going to need a bit more time. Go on, bang it. Oh, missing the green times a little bit, but it's all good. It is all good. Leave in the comments though what formations you want me to get on top of. I've seen a couple for 3-back, so we're going to be looking at those, the 3-4-2 this week, as well as 3-5-2. But yeah, just leave in the comments, let me know, and we'll get on it. Towards the end of the week, we are going to have a full custom tactics rotation out, just so you can set that up for your weekend leagues. If you are playing weekend league though, leave it in the comments down below. But you can see this formation is like super strong going forward. You've got the wingers. And then defensively, I just find it really sound. So it will be staying in my rotation for this weekend, I think, of all the formations I've tried. The only thing I'm not too sure is if to put another player on walk it. Oh, thought you were going to overcommit then. There's another player on deep line playmaker, but we can just edit as we go along. Varane. Oh. Got to learn some of those new skill moves as well. We're going to do like a tutorial on these new skill moves that have come out. I'm in the process of learning a lot of the drag backs and so on. There we go. There we go. It's our Pedri. His finishing sometimes is really good, and then others is really naff. I just need a special Pedri card or an Evolutions Pedri. How good would that be? Is that Mbappe up front? Or Lacazette? I can't really tell. I think it might be Mbappe. Mbappe. Guys, they've got no slouch of a team. Oh, bad pass by me. We'll put a quick press. That's a team press on. See how he reacts to it. Yeah, we're going to push him off there. If you're using advanced defending and you're not using the A to push people off the pitch or push them off the ball, you're missing out. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. Near post. Now that seems like a really good shot option at the moment. Near post. Those green times at the near seem really effective, but it's hard to really tell what is super mad. Definitely not low drivens at the moment. Maybe green time low drivens, but that is the 4-2-1-3. Leave in the comments if you use it. I'll see you in another one tomorrow. Jeez.